Hello everyone, it is I, your wintry neighborhood Winterspell. Welcome you back to Far Harbor once more. It has been a while since we've been here in the merry land of the Commonwealth, or just outside it, and I thought it'd be a good time to come back. Now let's check our sound and then we can get going. Alright, so for those who have been following our episodes, we have been helping out with the Harbormen. I haven't done that yet. Alright, so the Harbormen are one of the factions in Far Harbor that live here on the marina.
Got them all there in stock.
What are you looking?
You know, pretty cool. Remember that the three factions are the Harbormen, the Children of Adam, the sect that lives here, and, you know, Arcadia, you know, the synths.
Need general supplies? Go to the bait shop.
Let's see, it's been a while since I've been here, so let's check out what I got. I have a lot of caps, good God. Oh, that's right, that's my charisma dress. I forgot, I had some nice gear.
What the hell is a synth anyway?
Need to drown your troubles? Talk to Mitch.
You know what, so what we're going to do today, the quest that we're looking at today is Blood Tide. So we have to eliminate the Trapper leader here at the Brooks Head Lighthouse. Fair distance away. But what we're going to do first is we're going to head back to the Commonwealth because my dude needs his armor repaired and I need to see, I believe we can get our Silver Shroud costume updated, so we should do that before we do anything, just because better defense is needed. Like, I've done this Blood Tide quest 2 or 3 times, and it's a decent enough battle that you do want to make sure you're looking okay. So let's pop back to Sanctuary. Nice. It is kind of fun to make it spin.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
First off,
Hey,
I'm listening.
wait there.
I'll
Come
keep
on.
the area secure. Sure, let's take stock.
okay, take his leg, take the arm. Now let's heal these up.
Good place to upgrade your weapon.
Excellent, those are repaired. My dude, come back.
Hey,
What do you need? An exchange of supplies could be useful.
Alright, let's equip him. Nice. Yeah, those are fine, but these do need to be fixed. Excellent. That has been repaired.
Hey,
Yeah. Can't be effective without the right gear.
That is the thing that does annoy me about, you know... that is the thing that does annoy me about the armor. The fact that you do have to keep making sure it's okay. Taking that purified water. Hey, dog meat. Alright. Now we'll hit up Good Neighbor. Whew, never get used to those blood bugs. That's still leaking on me. Spilled a bunch of water. So now I'm just finding all the puddles hanging around. That was fun.
A lot of runners come through here. They think it's a safe place.
Maybe we'll take some time to buy some ammo while we're here.
I don't know.
They've got some pretty good shops. It is always interesting in games like this with the main quest line. It is always interesting to see, you know, the world after you've completed it. Like, I like games like Skyrim and Fallout because there is... the world changes with the quests that you do, and I really like that.
hey there.
I've been working on improvements for the costume. You ready for me to get to work?
Yes, I am.
Then let's do this.
Let me see. Got a new flak jacket to put under the trench coat. Old war military issue type stuff. You just gotta see it in action.
Alright, so our defense has gone from 57 to 70. Not bad.
Come back later, okay? I got some more ideas.
Alright, in 10 more levels, and we're in our underwear. In 10 more levels, we'll get the maxed out coat, I believe. Nice. But again, the Silver Shroud armor remains one of the best armors in the game. I absolutely love it. But yeah, no, like, the games like this, like I said, the quests do shape the world. I love games that are not linear. Like, you know, I like a good game, like God of War. I've been playing that, where it's a fairly linear game, but I have been, you know, enjoying it. The gameplay, the story. But games like Fallout and Skyrim are my favorite because you can go in any direction you want. And I like when the game scales for your growth. And like I said, the world changes based on what you do. And that's just super cool. Like, I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's my charisma hat. Okay. Don't need that anymore. Alright, let's see about what you have. Take you. I take you. So yeah, like, we sided with the Institute in this game, and now we see people talking about it, talking about the things we've done. You know, see, they're mentioning the broadcast right now.
Can't get enough looks at this lovely figure of mine.
It's just super cool.
Guess you'll just
I absolutely love it because, again, like in real life, things around you
I'll take a
reflect
look.
your
Sure.
choices.
Cash or trade?
Like if I
Let's
tick
get
someone
started.
off, next time I see them, they might go, "Oh, you jerk! I remember what you did last time." Which isn't something that's very fun, but it happens. And this game operates like that. If I had chosen to go for the Brotherhood, which again, I've done all 3 endings to this game. So I've seen all the different things that can happen in that regard. Like if I had sided with the Brotherhood, it would have mentioned, oh hey, did you hear that huge explosion that happened at the CIT ruins? Oh. Or did you see that giant robot or something? And then if I sided with the railroad, they would still be talking about the blimp. They would still be talking about, blowing up the Institute. It's just really interesting. Or like in Skyrim, they'll say like, hey, I've seen you with the companions. If you've done, I think, at least the initiation quest line, where you get the fire breath shout. Or, if you carry around a certain weapon, like, oh, the gods gave you 2 hands, use them both for your weapon, I can respect that. Or if you got like a high illusion skill, you're the one who casts those illusions. It's really cool to see the world grow and change with you. Like, in my opinion, that is the best kind of game. And unless something dramatic happens that changes my opinion, I truly doubt that opinion's going to change. Alright, Brooks, we'll talk to you. We're going to gather as much ammo as possible.
Brooks,
Like, while we got a lot of money,
let's
I'm
see
going
what
to
you
need that
have.
ammo.
Of course.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Nice.
Despite our friend,
I did give you back all your stuff, right?
chase you out.
Nice.
Ingrates.
Don't underestimate those travelers by the Azalea.
Like I've been saying, the children of Adam are out to kill us all. This here saboteur meant to cut us off from food and water.
What the hell?
Punishment is pretty clear, Captain.
Do what you must.
Yeah! Children, bastards!
You were right, Alex.
Now will you listen to sense? The children of Adam need to be wiped clean off this island.
We've had your blood today. I can't stomach any more of it.
All of you. Show's over. Go home. Avery.
I hope the harbor's being good to you. At this point, I'd settle if folks were just plain civil.
I'd settle that.
I have to go.
Be well.
Alright, so let's head out to the location. Do I have that rad suit still? I do not. So I do know what our next couple of perks are going to be. I have figured that out. I think what I'm going to do is take, for the next 2 levels, take Lead Belly, because that's an incredibly good perk. We're going to be taking Medic when we get the chance. And I think we're going to want to get some Rad Resistance. We're going to start making her a little tougher. That is my plan. Because we got like a lot of damage perks and such that we need. But I do want to make her a bit beefier. I mean, she's got a friggin' Terminator as her backup. But a little extra oomph never hurts anybody, you know? Especially she is going into some pretty hostile environments. Although getting that 13-point boost on, I believe it was energy and ballistic. Yes, energy and ballistic defense, that's really, really good. Plus, you know, pumping up my agility and perception by 1. The Silver Shroud armor is absolutely fantastic. And continues to be so. I can just fast travel. What am I doing? Can at least travel to Acadia. I don't know why I didn't do that at first. Yeah, the railroad really is not the fantastic organization it kind of seems to be. Like the whole freedom fighters, you know, like the Underground Railroad. They got a lot of really shady things they're doing. And they're not, like, really finishing the job. Because, again, I played through the end of the Railroad questline. And I was completely lost in the glamour, like, oh, I'm a hero, I'm protecting the synths, I'm freeing the slaves. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. Then I look at what they did to one of their allies, because he didn't fully agree with them. They just, like, let him die, and then covered up his death, and the fact that they kind of had something to do with it. After completely betraying his trust, by the way. And destroying everything he held dear. Their human allies, they're really not that protective of. It's really mostly the synths. Which I get it. The synths are like their main thing that they're protecting. But you gotta protect your people. Oh, hi there. Could you die for me? Thanks. Thank you.
Good thinking.
I'll be taking that. Like I said, I kind of think it's crap. Now I'll play through the Railroad quest line. It is fun, and it is the quest line that you want to do if you are playing a stealth-based character. And like I always say, there's something wrong and something right with every single faction in Fallout. That's one of the really cool things. Oh, jeez. But when it comes down to it, there's a lot of things about how the Railroad handled things that I just do not like. As much fun as I found the quest line. And quite honestly, it was their treatment of one of their allies in the Institute that really did it for me. But I'll go ahead and say again, canonically, I believe that the best way to help the Commonwealth, the best ending is either Minutemen or, excuse me, Minutemen or Institute. Although the Minutemen doesn't really have a full ending, but it kind of has an in-game ending, where, like, you restore the Minutemen to their former glory. Check upstairs. Do we have an upstairs? We do. What fun things do you have for me here? Take that. Ooh, a safe. But yeah, and again, I'm not trying to, like, fully crap on the Railroad. Because again, it is a very fun quest line. It is the quest line to do if you want stealth. And there are some really cool characters in it, like Tinker Tom, Glory, Deacon. Deacon is one of the coolest guys in the game, in my opinion. It's really just when you look at it as a whole that you go, there's just something wrong with this place. And that kind of makes me sad to think about, because I'm like, oh, it's such a cool faction. It's done so many good things. But in the end, it just kind of... it just really left a sour taste in my mouth. Because in the end, they just... I feel like the ending could have been handled better, or could have at least painted them in a better light. As I really feel like the end of the Railroad quest line just really painted them in a horrible, horrible way. And it's a shame. I do feel like Fallout 4 did the Railroad a little dirty. They could have handled it to have it end in more of a heroic way. Because, again, it made Desdemona kind of look terrible. But for all the Railroad fans out there, it's still a really cool faction. There's still a lot of really good things that they did. And I think, all in all, they are good people. They could have just handled the faction better. Which, again, is a shame. But it will not stop me from playing through that ending again, because, you know, it's a cool ending. And I really do like the idea of freeing the synths. Even if, you know, given the chance, if I lived in this universe, I would most likely side with the Institute, because I'm like, you know, these are kind of the best guys to actually restore the world. So yeah, let's not blow them up. Also, knowing myself as a person, I don't really know if I could go up against my own kid and say, you know what, hey, screw you. I know I've been looking for you, like, all this time, but, yeah, I'm gonna go blow up your life's work. I don't think I could do that. Even if, you know, it's someone technically I haven't known all this time. But I'm rambling a little bit. If I had to rank the factions for how I find them the coolest... Now that's difficult. That is difficult. I probably still would go... I would probably go with the Minutemen as the coolest. As annoyed as people get by Preston Garvey. Look, another settlement needs your help. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. And yeah, Preston can be annoying, but he's also just following his programming. There you are. I think the Minutemen do a lot of good. I really like how they're just like there at a moment's notice going, look, we're here to protect our people. We're here to protect the Commonwealth. We're here to help people. Like, they seem really dedicated to the idea of helping people and saving people, and I love that. Like, that fits kind of who I am. That desire to help people, of going, you know, this just isn't right, and thinking of how can we fix this. The second would probably be the Institute, because I think their technology is super cool. And, again, I'm thinking over here going, you know, these are kind of the guys for the job. And if I was in this universe, I would want to have ways to restore the world. Because, I mean, the world's broken. At least we assume, because they don't show us outside of, you know, the Commonwealth, but really America. Because I know in the Fallout 1 and 2 games, we did visit California. I believe those two first games were set in California, at least for the first one. The second one, I believe, was still on the West Coast. You know, Fallout 3 was the Washington, D.C. capital area. Fallout New Vegas was, you know, the Sierra Nevada desert. And here, of course, is the Commonwealth. And in Far Harbor, I believe it's supposed to be Maine. Like, I believe we're in Maine for Far Harbor. Which, again, is cool, because I've always loved Maine. Like, the whole New England area, that is my area. That ain't good. See ya, Tiny. The mist does make it hard to see. There you are. How you doing? So, I would wonder, how is the rest of the world doing? This is not something I've looked into, but it's something that, you know, makes you think, like, is the entire world destroyed? Like, we actually do meet a Chinese fella who turned into a ghoul. He was alive 200 years ago, serving in the Great War. Because I believe, canonically, I believe it was mostly U.S. versus China. I could be wrong. I mean, Russia might have been involved, but I think the main guys were U.S. versus China. I believe England was involved, too. It's been a little while since I've looked up the lore. So, you know, there's the theory, of course, that Vault-Tec was the ones that actually dropped the bombs. Because they wanted people in their vaults so they could test out their theories and do their experiments. So, would that possibly mean that the only ones that got hit were the Americas? Or even just America itself? North America. These are things that I do not believe have been revealed yet in the Fallout universe. But these are things that I would be very interested in knowing. Because, given how wide the devastation could be, if this was like a worldwide thing, and let's say Vault-Tec really did drop the bombs, does that mean that they were pulling the strings behind the entire war? Was there even a war at all? Maybe Vault-Tec just made the countries think there was a war. Like, they could have simulated attacks and been like, oh no, hey, America did this, China did this. And we're like, oh crap, we gotta do something. But it could have been that neither side had done anything. It would make sense, honestly, given how we know that Vault-Tec is downright devious. Oh, that's my boy. All interesting things to think about. And I like the way that Bethesda does their games in this regard. They don't tell us everything. Todd Howard himself has said, hey, we don't want to tell you everything. There has to be some mysteries in these kind of games. So there are certain mysteries that we're most likely never going to be given a straight answer for. But leaving it up to the fan speculation is really cool. Sometimes it can be annoying because you're like, you know, I just want to know. But then sometimes you're like, you know what? I'm okay with this because here's my theory. And it's really fun to try to decide your different theories and look at the evidence you've been presented with. And then, you know, compare them and be like, hey guys, I thought this up, or hey, I found this. What do you think? And I really do think that was one of the intentions of doing it how they did it. And, you know what? I like it. Because then we get guys like the Epic Nate 315, who then they can make a living looking at all this stuff and figuring things out. And trying to figure out what really happened. And then we get to enjoy that content. And then we watch it, we get inspired, we think about our other things. It's just really cool. And I, for one, am going to continue to think about such things. I mean, again, that's personally my running theory, that there was never truly a war to begin with, and it was Vault-Tec orchestrating the entire thing. All right. Gotcha. Hey, back off, jerk. Man, I love plasma guns. There we go, I was stuck. So if you guys have any of your own theories, don't be afraid to put them in here. You know, I'd be really happy to listen and discuss. And you know what, let's get like a whole thing going. Like what you think is happening in the Fallout universe or the Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls universe. I am very interested to hear your theories or cool things that you found and you want to talk about. Like I say, let's do it. Like one of the coolest things about having a platform and having, you know, a base that people can talk on is that you can share ideas. You can, you know, find new things that you've never thought of. It's just really cool. And again, the Elder Scrolls and Fallout universes are filled with so many things to discuss, so many possibilities for new theories, that it'd be a shame to not share them.
You call this a fight?
Shiny! Give me that duct tape. Taking your lamp. Your lamps belongs to us. This is a cool house. There's a lot in it. I know, like, my dude's down there fighting, and I'm just over here stealing things. I am such an effective main character.
Sloppy tactics, bad aim. This lost them.
Oof, my man is roasting them. Makes sense.
Nice.
Oh, here you are. Your armor didn't get damaged, did it? Nah, you're still running hot. Good. Alright, so we have their drug station. Oh, we're making camp. You're making drugs. That is not for medicine, son. I am not stupid. I may take X688 out of the armor, just because it is annoying to constantly fix it. Did I get stuck? Got a little stuck. There we go. Ooh, free stuff. I'm gonna take all your stuff. And I kind of want to get him in a cool outfit. Oh, bottle caps. So we'll look maybe for a cool set of armor for him. I might even have some back in my house. I don't know.
You can't hide. Not forever.
Pretty sure I don't have to hide, my dude. Oh, he's got a cool house. I would take this house. Bye-bye, Douglas.
Never know what you
There we are. I'm gonna take your stuff. Got a lot of stuff I can sell, thanks. Here we go. Ooh.
Excellent.
Nice. I like these keys with the little Nuka-Cola thing on them. Taking your saucepan lid. Now I'll make sure there's nothing else for me to take. Ooh.
Bingo.
Nice. There is a trophy for reading every copy of the Islander's Almanac, so I'm trying to find all of them. Because you know I gotta have every trophy that I can get. Huh? Oh, okay, it was going super slow-mo. Okay. Nice. Where is your god now? Now, to quote a fabulous series, there's no need to wonder where your god is now, 'cause he's right here, and he's fresh out of mercy. Now, Douglas's chest should be somewhere out here. Ooh, I know. Here it is. I knew it was in the nets. I remembered that from last time. Ew. That's gross. Let's give ourselves a save. Okay. We came, we saw, we kicked their ass. Good God, I make a lot of references. I'm not gonna lie, like half the conversations I have with my father, we are just making references and bad puns back and forth. And it's really annoying for someone to watch, I understand. But, we have fun with it. Sap bucket, huh? Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. All right. Let's head back to Lady Dalton! Oof, my neck. Alright, let's head back to Miss Dalton. And I believe this will activate another quest that I'm really looking forward to, because it gets me a really awesome hat. The captain's hat that increases our movement speed by 10%. Which is pretty sweet. Much as I love our, what was that?
In a deep fog.
Intelligence hat.
What kind of person just shoots a man for sport? All those trappers can burn in hell.
It's true, though. People that just kill without need, I hate them.
Is dead.
It's disgusting.
It's done. It's finally done. All those lives.
I mean, murder is... That's a horrible thing. It's one of the worst things you can do to someone.
And it was no son or daughter of Far Harbor who stood up to the island and avenged the Dalton bloodline. It was you, an outsider.
Hey, I mean, that is a common trope. The outsider coming and saving the day.
The story has come to an end.
She seems like a slightly crazy lady, but she's also really nice. And I can get behind her. I like Miss Cassie.
I was glad to help. I hope I've put your mind at ease.
You certainly have. Now, every good story's gotta have a happy ending, right?
Ooh, treasure.
The hero finds the treasure
And sweetheart.
saves the sweetheart and rides off into the sunset. Well, I'm a little old to leap up on a horse, but I have got something close to a treasure.
I'm into it.
This is an heirloom that's been in my family for... let me think. Oh, for at least a generation or two. There's no Daltons left to inherit the thing. So it might
I do love a good family heirloom.
The island knows this weapon. Oh, yes. You carry this, and it'll take you seriously. And that's it. That's the end. I can sleep easy.
Honestly, I like this quest because it really you get to help a little old lady who just she wants closure, and I love it.
My story's over, but yours, I think yours is only just getting interesting.
Nice. Do we get enough to level up? Ah, Pope.
Bring it on, Island. I can take it.
You know, when I'm feeling down, a little commerce always cheers me up.
Let's deal.
That's a good line, man. Sell all our extra ammo. Keep those. Yeah, I'll just sell it for now. Let's get our money back. Now, Bloodletter I'm not going to keep just because I don't really have a use for it. It does not fit into her playstyle. But it's cool, though. Keep that mute fruit, that's mine. Nice. Raw sap. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I could use time.
Let's talk to him.
Alan?
I got the guns if you got the caps.
Love
Show me what you
me!
got.
You got it.
What do you have, boy? Taking that. And I'm taking that. And there go my caps.
Teddy.
You are a curious specimen.
Why, thank
Despite
you.
Our friendly town doing its best to chase you out, you keep helping us ingrates all the same. I got to ask, why do you keep at it?
Well, because the game is telling me to.
You're good people in some dire straits. Figured you could use a hand.
Huh? You running for office? Well, if that's the truth, we don't deserve you. Most folk here are set in their ways, yes?
Honestly, I
Makes no
I
difference
want to
how
play
hard
the
you try
good
to get
character
good.
because I like him.
Took my
I
family
like
3
being a good
generations
guy. I
to
can't help
sell
it.
us a healer.
Even when I play a bad guy in games, I still
Downright
make
insane.
good guy choices even while committing
Even the
crimes.
most stubborn fool around.
I'd love to change their opinion of me.
Do it right. All mainlanders might
So this is a really cool quest,
olden
the
times,
Captain's
leaders were
Dance.
chosen by something called the
It's like performing a little
legends
rite
say
of passage
toughest, meanest, and
ritual
outright craziest hopefuls with
to kind of get the Islanders'
lure out the
acceptance, and it's
worst
really
the
cool.
island could throw at them. Once the would-be captain killed the Mirelurk Queen.
So we got to kill a Mirelurk Queen or a Fog Crawler, and then we feast off the bounty.
You do this, well, you won't be made captain.
So this isn't to make us like the leader of this faction, but it is there to raise their disposition around us.
I'm ready to become a legend.
So this is kind of a Hail Mary to go, hey guys, I'm one of you.
Back me up. There's an old Mirelurk feasting grounds by Emmett's Causeway, a treacherous stretch along the coast. Go there and throw any kind of meat you got into the water. All that blood and viscera will be sure to attract attention. And then wait. I'll make sure there's a witness or two. Prove to the rest of these clods you belong.
I mean, you can be the witness. Alright, so let's do Rite of Passage. That's going to happen later. We'll come back to Pearl. We completed Living on the Edge. Yes, we gotta level up. Take Lead Belly, then like I said, next level we'll take Lead Belly again. So we have the full amount. So that Mr. Handy model Pearl back there, we're going to get to her eventually. Alright, so it's going to make me open the perk chart again. We'll get to her eventually. She gives us a really cool quest, where we actually get to play detective in a hidden vault. But we're going to get to that another time. So like I said, there's a lot to do in Far Harbor, and you know I want to stretch out this series as long as possible. So we're going to do pretty much everything. Which, of course, you know, really begins with after, you know, meeting the guys in Arcadia. You know, we're going to finish up the Harbormen's quest line. And then move on to doing probably Arcadia's, you know, helping out all of its citizens. And then, you know, probably doing the Children of Adam. Because I got to show you everything. I could have fast traveled there. Just discover this. Oh, not close enough? Don't care. got a while to go. Most likely after this quest, that's where we're going to finish up the video. I may still make another one tonight. I have not decided yet. But if I do, then you know, we'll continue with the Harborman quest line and probably finish it up. Like, there's not, like, a lot more to do. I think after this quest, it's, we'll just have Hull Breach 2. And then I think the final quest line of the Harbormen's right after that. So we can probably finish that up tonight pretty handily. Oh, a crashed plane. We'll discover this. Probably come back and explore that later. All right. Now, I think an interesting question to pose that has been posed many times before for many different things, but I'll pose here again, because it's always interesting to consider. How well would, you know, somebody do in these environments? Longfellow's cabin is under attack? Crud. What I gotta do is, I think, get to the next location I can discover, then fast travel back to Longfellow's. Well, I mean, I'm already doing this. What's my defense on Longfellow's cabin? Oh, he's got a defense of 20. He's probably okay. So we'll leave him be for now. Ouch. Man. Always looks so destroyed. But yeah, back to that question, of course. For myself personally, how well I think I would fare in a post-apocalyptic environment? Not well. Whoa! Giant hermit crab. Are you shooting your eggs at me? The real question is, why are you shooting your eggs at me? Jeez. So yeah, I do not think I would do well. I am not really that fit. As much as I hate to say it, I am not in the best physical condition. For, you know, a myriad of reasons. I've taken a lot of physical damage in my life from my previous job. And, you know, from kind of just being knocked around by different things. Do not have the greatest core. Do not. I got lung problems. My bronchus is not fully functional. So I can't really run that well. Yeah, I don't really see a need to fight them right now. I would probably not last very long unless I lived inside a settlement and did not really leave that settlement. Which, you know, like I said, is a shame. Because I'd like to say, oh yeah, I'd totally go kick butt. I would be like the best ever and totally the lone survivor. Blah, 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 blah. I am a god. I already know I wouldn't be.
Hey. So the doc asked me to witness. So I'm witnessing.
Thanks, my dude. I mean, I feel like I would have the tenacity. Like, the heart would be willing, but the body is weak. Although, you know, I could get around that. Oh, we got a legendary. Not bad. Anything else? Alright, drop more meat in the water. So yeah, with enough, like, training, I could probably make myself strong enough to survive. Because again, I got the will. So, I suppose we would see. Oh, a Mirelurk King. Mirelurk King and a Mirelurk Hunter? Nice. Legendary Mirelurk Queen, yes! Now that's awesome. We're probably going to get some real good loot off of her. First off, though, oh, that's what that was. Wounding handmade rifle. Okay. You may call me a god, I will answer as such. Oh, some antifreeze. Hey, a fishy. Die, fishy! Okay, so we have confirmed that I cannot kill the fish. But I can go back to Far Harbor and get my prize. So yeah, that is a decently tough fight. Because again, we're high enough level that some of the big boys are going to show up. Like if you do this at a much lower level, you're probably just going to spawn the one Mirelurk Queen and a bunch of like just Mirelurks, maybe a Mirelurk Hunter if you're not doing so great. But for the most part, you're going to find more decent stuff when you get to this level. I mean, we had 2 legendary creatures, so we got some nice loot out of that. We got the Mirelurk Queen meat, which I think heals like a good 100, 150 health. Like, it's worth it. Like, if you see a Mirelurk Queen, you want to kill that.
If these knuckleheads don't trust you now, well, fuck them, right?
Ah.
I expect folk will be more talkative now. Might even have some more work for you. Maybe
nice.
At the last plane.
Seriously. Thanks, Teddy.
You are the most peculiar main person I've ever had the occasion to meet. Take this.
Nice.
And if you're inclined, socialize. It's your party after all.
So now here it is, one of the cooler hats in the game, the captain's hat. So we are definitely going to be wearing this because 1, it boosts our intelligence by 2, which is fantastic since we are an intelligence-based character. And it increases your movement speed by 10%. So we got a cool tri-cornered hat here. I'm excited to get it.
Everyone, time.
So we're going to put that on right away. Our current hat gives us +1 to intelligence. I can't see anything yet.
This here feast is proof that we can turn things around.
There we go. Dude.
Now I know mainlanders have been responsible for all manner of harm, but this...
There we go. And it gives us 2 more points of ballistic and energy defense.
is special.
And it looks cool. It looks pretty cool.
Captain's dance.
And as you can see, we're moving faster now. Like, watch when I take off the hat.
The family legend has it.
So obviously faster.
Hail from Yorkshire. Not entirely sure what that is.
While we're here, let's pop over to Longfellow's cabin. See if they still need us to help defend it. Because we're already here. We can dump our junk here. Have not built our house here yet. Let's just pop things here. So we got a cool hat out of the deal. Faster movement speed, an extra point in intelligence. Let's check out our intelligence right now. We are at 16 intelligence. So that is pretty freaking amazing. And it's really raising the experience points that we can grab. So Juniper is a pretty good lady right now. She's really smart. There's a lot that she can do. And I enjoy the whole idea. And again, I think it was a super fun idea for a character. Die. Oh, hey, cool. So we just need to shoot one guy. Alright, so got some cool items. Let's pop back into town. So what we have here is we're left with a couple of quests, the Changing Tide and Hull Breach 2. So that is what we're going to be addressing next time That's what we're going to address next time. And we'll continue with the Harborman questline, which again is one of my favorite things in Far Harbor. I really like the Harbormen. They're really hardy people. They're really trying hard. And they've gone through a lot of crap. But I have also noticed that some of the best people in life are the ones that kind of seem, well, maybe a little cruddy at first. But then when you get them to open up and you hear their past, you can see the struggles they've had, and then you connect with each other. And that's just something I like. When you begin to realize, you know, we're not that different.
By my gun. We doing business?
And then you find that heart of gold underneath. That's what I like. Ah, no, I don't want to sell the pulse grenade. That'll sell. Anything I really want to sell? Oh, that's pretty nice. We'll keep that Captain's Feast. Does he have any new ammo? Nope. That's cool. Alright, I don't think there's anything else for us to do right now. About halfway, or just under halfway to level 37. So remember, our next few perks we're taking is... We're taking the 3rd Lead Belly, so then we can take no rads from eating and drinking. Then we're going to hit Medic like no one's business. So we can get up to level 3 in that right now. Then level 4 at 49. So I will still make one more video tonight after a short break, because this is pretty fun. And I will see you guys in just a few minutes. So until next time, this is your wintry neighborhood Winterspell, reminding you guys to stay frosty. I love you, thank you for the support, and I'll see you later.